Hello. I don't know how we run the things over there, okay? But I was just sitting and thinking a little bit. I was thinking, the line between Mexico and United. You know that? I've heard that a lot want to cross it. And I even heard you have an election over there too. And then it was just coming to my mind. Why should there be a problem there? Okay, people want from Mexico over to America, earn some good money and go back. How in the first place can they at all go to America and then earn money over in America and then go back? Okay, because there is money to earn in America. Because the value of the money is higher in America. Okay. Why does every state in America not come together? Look at what they are importing from Mexico, what they are importing to Mexico, and then line the firms around the line between United and Mexico. Build up firms on the line between Mexico and United. Why is that? Because then you cannot see the line. It will not be there. Why shall they cross it if they can just go to it and then go home? Why then cross it? If their need is already fulfilled on the line between two countries. The wall don't have to be a wall. The wall can be businesses, firms between two countries. And why shall we make it like that? Because if there is a problem from one country to another, the people are crossing it to earn money to go home again. Okay, we don't want them to cross. Too many is crossing. It's going to be a problem in our state because suddenly there will be people we can enslave to the value of what we are paying them. That's our problem here. The people want to earn money lesser than what we can allow to pay them. We don't like that. So, instead of building a wall or putting more police in and all these problems, because it's not because it's strangers that's crossing the land and then going into, maybe it's that too, but maybe that is not the one we are focused on. We are focused just that it's one country to another. So now we have a solution because we are collecting every state and we are looking at what are we winning from the other side. Can we make something smaller on the line so it can feel like a liberation wall? So they don't have to cross it in that way on legal. No, we are making business in a legal way. Maybe from one country on the other side to the other country in cooperation with that country on the line. Where we can run the things in the best way that suits both parts. It will mean that we have like Denmark and we have Deutschland. And we have in Denmark a problem that people will go over the line to the other country, Deutschland, and they want to buy the beers. Because it's cheaper in Deutschland. So if they buy enough of the beer in Deutschland, they have maybe won something when they come back. That's like import. It's an import firm. If it was making legal, because it's already running like that in a legal way, that we are importing from Deutschland or crossing Deutschland. But let's imagine that it's a couch. It's a kitchen. Let's imagine that the salary is lower in Deutschland than here. Much lower. So of course the workers from from Deutschland want to go to Denmark and earn money in Denmark instead of Deutschland. So when they come home, they have much more money. See, you have already an import from Mexico that we are importing, from Deutschland, that we are importing couch, we are importing kitchen, we are importing all kind of things from Deutschland because it's already cheap. Now all the firms in Denmark is losing money because people are not buying what we already have here in Denmark. We are losing tax too. Yes, Denmark have a situation because it's cheap in Sweden and it's cheap in Deutschland. We have a situation in Denmark. We are like a bridge in Denmark, a closed bridge because everything is higher. It can be good, it can be bad. But how could we limit the people who staying in Deutschland and not going into Denmark? How could we limit that? Would it limit it if we was building firms on the line in a way of getting agreement on the price? If we get for example, we take the cheap workers from Deutschland, give them just a little bit higher, not as the same as in Denmark. Now the firms is lying in Denmark, but as close as the line as possible. And that is for one reason. The reason is that they shall not cross in that way that they shall go so far into Denmark. It's close firms, so there's only one way out, and that's back to their own country. Not the other way around. Now they are crossing the line, going into the fur, going on work on Danish ground. We make a line rule, because it's only on the line rule. It's a special rule between two countries. And that is to reach the same goal in cooperation with two countries. We are already in cooperation with each other everywhere. We are importing coffee from Africa. We are importing from here and there and everywhere from the country. So we are already in cooperation. But now we have a situation because two countries are lying so close on each other. And they don't see the solutions. They just want to build walls. And the wall don't have to be a bad idea. You understand? It can be a solution. Not as a wall, but as a solution. Because the wall become firms. It becomes working places to help each other to expand. If it's a success, we can expand the firm across the line. If we first can expand the firm across the line, we can make the wealth go up on the other side. Do we want that? In a way, yes. Because your more wealth they have on that side, your lesser they are crossing into our country. So if we can make businesses between each other on the line as what we now can make business on, as an import, outport maybe. If that's first possible, we have a solution. Not to use more police, not to use more military, not to make more sufferings between two countries, the one just to earn just a little bit, to have a little bit of success in their lives. This can be a solution. Not only that, if there's not a town between two countries, if this is a success, it will maybe expand across the line. And people don't have to go far into another country. They just have to stay on the line and go home. And now we have built a wall. But not only that, we have expanded our businesses. We expand our wealth across the line. We have made it possible to force the other side to go up in salary. On that way, we cannot just make a pressure on the other side, but we are forcing them to make better success. And if we can force them to make a better success, we can we can force them to be a better country. But of course, Nothing come free.